So welcome back, everyone, to another episode of our Shattered Earth campaign. I did stream it for the 2 episodes. I heard you freak out when you when you got eaten by that monster.
Yeah, we all heard that.
I was not emotionally prepared.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone, to another episode of our Shattered Earth campaign. By this point, I'm assuming all of you know what the Shattered Earth campaign is. It's a campaign that is created by myself, and it is played by these wonderful people. It is a post-apocalyptic campaign based in the year 2217 in the state of Texas. And then on top of that, it uses the D&D 5th edition book, it uses the Ultramarine 5 book, and then some homebrew stuff that I just like throwing in the game because I'm kooky like that. So, a portal was open to another dimension. Beings started coming over from that dimension. Then monsters started coming over from that dimension. And then dragons came over. And then we nuked the dragons, and that's what caused the apocalypse. Other than that, who should we get to do our recap? Do we have notes from last week at all? Last month?
I mean, I know what happened.
There isn't a whole lot of detailed notes to take.
Okay, well, it is Elaine Lila, who I just rolled on my D3.
Looks like a suppository.
Kind of.
All right.
That one hit a little bit too hard for Elaine, apparently.
Anyway, so, oh, my bad.
That's fine. You just woke up.
We spent forever. I can't remember if our fight was part of that game as well. No, I think that was the game prior. But we had fought a bunch of, like, shadow creatures.
The game prior was fighting the shadow creatures.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one that is going to be uploaded tomorrow.
So after that, Talia and Kara scouted ahead for us to try and figure out different options on how to get through. The fastest way was to, like, fight our way through. Or we could try and sneak past a large majority of these things through a different passageway that she found. We decided that sneaking our way there was probably better than trying to fight our way through.
A sneaky little snake.
Wow. Okay.
We almost got caught because we had to kick the bucket.
Alright. There's a lot of buckets in the Shadowland.
There are a lot of buckets.
This is where they come from.
This is their spawn point. And they just scatter from here. And then we almost got noticed by a group of them, and I think it was Robin who had some quick thinking and picked up a rock and chucked it, like, away from us as hard as they could.
Which for Robin isn't very hard, but he did manage to distract them.
And we were able to get out of another fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have strays fighting in the background.
Did Gar get grabbed by a tree at one point?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Gar got grabbed by a tree. The further in we got, like weirder the like feeling of this place got, the guys found some like arcane markings that basically described like what's happened, and you know, we got this weird feeling being watched. Some of the party, their eyes started going all smoky, and like this weird black ooze had started like pouring out of every hole in their body.
You say some of the party, it was pretty much just Gadget failing every single time.
I'm
Des
aware,
got smoky eyes for a
but
minute.
Des got a little smoky eye
Yeah,
too.
Des got smoky-eyed, but it was pretty much Gadget who failed every single roll.
All right,
Yeah,
Gadget
okay.
is awful when it comes to, what was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom or
Wisdom.
Gadget is not wise. And was very susceptible to all of the things around us. We finally get to where Talia said that Elson was supposed to be. There's a bunch of like female shadow guard sentinels or whatever hanging out, so we try to go wide to avoid as many of them as we can to try and put us in a better position, which of course our not wise friend then decides that the shadows are going to completely make him go insane. He starts to see everyone around him as these weird creepy shadow creatures and voices in his head and all kinds of stuff, which obviously gives us away. So Talia spends, I think, half the time just, or like the very early on, just trying to like hold him down so he's not a problem through magic. And we're trying to fight our way through, and then Elson like emerges out of the ground.
Yeah, I thought that was
'Cause
pretty
that's
cool.
normal. I mean, everyone just does that. Almost kills, or almost knocks myself and Des unconscious. But through Gar's quick thinking, I think we were able to stay up. I know he was able to get me to back up, but... And then Des. Screw Gadget. Forget Gadget. And forget Dash. That's fine.
You got me good.
He got all of us good. Des was able to stun most of the battlefield, except for Elson. And the coward didn't like his odds, so he chose to run away.
I'm sorry, an intelligent person running away when the tide turns on them? Weird.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
You fight like to the death. Be a man.
He basically had completely destroyed that location, so Talia said that there was no chance of him coming back here, so all of our leads were gone. She's pissed because her side of the agreement is not fulfilled, so we can't get her to the portal yet. I went into the building to see if there was anything left worth salvaging, and I find Molly in like a little magic bubble thingy.
Little magic bubble thingy. Perfect.
I'm
good
not
description.
arcane. I don't know what it was. I just know what I saw. Dash was able to get her out of it, and we teleported straight out. we decided Molly can't go back to Misery right now because that's one of the first places he's gonna go to look for her. I put the pieces together because no one redid the memory wipe thing. About Byron and the Necromancers. So I've decided that's where we're gonna go because I figure that's the next best, safest place for Molly right now. Molly is no longer warded, so Talia gave her hers. And as I put it around her neck, I notice a little TG engraved on it. And we hopped in the trucks and headed off, and Talia and Kara went back to her place. And here we are.
Here we are.
Interesting point of note. Those shadowy women surrounded by surrounding Elson were all the same person, and we figured that was his wife somehow.
Yeah, it looked like his wife. Yeah, I forgot about that. Look at you.
Yeah,
I remembered a thing.
that was it was either Gadget or it was either Robin who pointed that out to you.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Robin, guess what you get to do? Robin?
Roll.
Get that percentile dice out.
Get that D100.
70.
I was at, like, my thing was right on there.
It was meant to be.
Oh, jeez, I still had Robin muted.
Good. Mute him. We don't need him in this.
Oh, is he not speaking at all?
No, he was.
Okay.
He rolled a 70. I don't know if you heard him say that.
I did not. Nice work. Ain't no 100, but you know.
It'll never
Well,
be 100.
I can't roll 100. We've already had that.
It'll never be 100 again.
don't
I'm pretty sure I got us
a...
a 99.
You still can't. And a 1. Thank you. So much.
Okay.
Didn't you get a really low one as well?
I think you got like a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, I think I got like a 3. But I didn't spawn a dragon on a level 3 party.
I took care of that dragon.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, no thanks to you anyway, because you're the reason we got the dragon.
I just came across that sketch I made of what's his name's last moments.
Oh, was
Robert.
it Robert? Oh, yeah.
He went out with a bang. Quite literally.
Okay, you guys feel free to chat about your latest discoveries as you're driving towards the Necromancer facility. And then I'll give you what you need.
We all in the same vehicle?
Yes, I believe so. You did have both of them, but we're plot comaing like half the party, so...
Yeah, it's fine. Des is driving the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Or Veda. Or Gadget.
Gadget will be on his stellar motorcycle.
No, he specifically said at the end of the episode that he wasn't pulling that up because he was dead. He was completely wiped, so he was not using that.
Gotcha.
Well, he drives a lot of the time anyway, so he'll drive. Like, him and Des are, like... They're watching the road.
Alright. I don't want Talia hanging out with us anymore.
Why?
She's been working with Richter, and Gadget overheard Richter ask if they were going to make a move on Misery. And she said that won't be necessary right now or something. So the same thing that happened to Isolon, they're planning for Misery. So I'd like to get back there as soon as we can.
I mean, that's fair. But I did make a deal with her.
What was the deal?
She helps me kill Elson. And we've both seen what she can do. There's no way I can back out on that. And live to talk about it.
Well, we can't help her. Like, if she gets that dragon sphere.
I know.
Bye. Lila just opens the door, tucks and rolls.
I got food.
Okay.
As much as I kind of regret making that decision with her, I know what she's capable of. And I'd rather keep my enemies close. I mean, I knew she was working with Richter or had some ties, but I didn't think it went this far.
How long do you know?
Since we ran back into her in Texas City, pretty much. Gadget didn't know who he was and went to get some gas and some other stuff from a source Talia knew. And he told us about it on the way back.
Alright.
We chose not to tell you for a reason.
I feel like I had a right to know.
I know.
Alright.
But we also have bigger fish on our plate than Richter. We didn't see you for a while once we knew.
All right, let's get Molly to a safe spot, and then we go to Misery because I got a warning. Was Gadget on board with me trying to copy his spell, his sending spell?
So if you do that, it disappears.
Yeah, but then I can cast it.
Yes.
On his behalf, if he like, I guess we never really landed on anything like that.
But if you take the scroll, he no longer has it, right?
Yeah. So then he's still depending on someone else to cast the spell for him.
Yes. So I'm gonna probably say no on that one.
Well, sending also isn't a big issue right now because I can use it just with my book. If someone writes their name in it, we can cast sending to them.
Oh, okay, neat.
It's not. It's like I write it. If their name's in the book, I can write down a message to them. They'll hear it. They reply, and their reply will show up in the book, and that's it. No spell or anything.
Who driving?
Neat.
What's that?
Who driving?
I usually drive my truck.
Yeah.
I guess we can assume we're all in his truck.
Yes, that's what we already established.
Well, I assume he wouldn't leave his truck behind.
Walk.
Who's rolling perception checks?
Well, whoever you ask.
I can.
Can we all roll perception check?
You know what? Sure. Just because you asked so nicely.
Dirty 20 for me.
Actually, I will not because for some reason I closed roll 20 and it is now gone.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I don't think I need to worry about rolling.
No, you do.
30.
Nice. Okay. So as you're driving along, you're very far north in Texas right now. And you're coming back down towards where the Necromancer facility is. I don't think any of you have been this far north before. And as you're driving down towards the Necromancer facility, nightfall comes. As the sun starts setting over the desolate landscape of the post-apocalyptic Texas, you stumble upon something, and it's kind of, you see a light, kind of like a bluish green light, go in a half circle, disappear for about 3 seconds, and then start at the other part of the half circle again and come back around. You can't see, the sun is pretty much down at this point. It's going down. And all you're seeing is this light appear in the half circle, do like a bump, and then disappear.
Like the half circle, like it dips below the horizon?
It dips below something, but
okay.
Basically you're seeing a bluish green light go in kind of a circle, a half circle, and then disappear for about 3 seconds, come back up.
Are y'all doing that?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we driving straight forward, like straight for it, or is it like off to the side or something?
It's kind of off to the side a little bit. It wouldn't be too far out of your way.
Should we check it out?
I mean, it's weird.
Are you gonna go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you start driving more towards it, you put the highs on your headlights and go towards that way. And as you get closer and it hits in your high beams, you see basically what appears to be a crashed flying saucer.
Ooh.
So what you saw was the light from the ring around. It has hit the ground and is half in the ground. There's like the glass bubble on top, that like cartoony flying saucer, and the light is obviously going all the way around it, but it's cut off because it's in the dirt. So the dirt is blocking half the light ring. As you're getting a little bit closer, you start like hitting bumps and stuff, and what you're hitting is actually like pieces of the wreckage. You can kind of see it glinting from your light every time you hit it because it's made of some sort of very shiny metal.
What in the hell?
I don't know. Alright. Is there any sign of anything else going on around it, or just this debris trail and the ship?
Just the debris trail and the ship.
Okay.
And I will say too, you see no like fire, you see no smoke, nothing like that. So you don't know how long this has been here.
How close you won't get.
Don't park too close. I'd rather walk out.
I stay a solid 100 yards away.
Okay. What are you doing from said 100 yards away?
I'm gonna park it, pointing the high beams at it, so we got some light.
I'll hop out and head toward it.
Is there any way
Guns out.
to feel if it's like emitting any kind of a radiation?
I don't think there's a really way to feel that necessarily.
I can't cast Geiger counter.
Is that a spell you developed?
No, I'm sure Gadget has it though. He's got cool.
You just use your
Cool tech
voice
gadget.
box as your Geiger counter. Yeah, no.
Seems good.
You can't
It's
tell
not very
anything.
effective.
You can't tell anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So start walking towards it.
Okay. So you start
I got
heading.
my gun drawn in case there's movement.
It's racist, just because they're aliens.
No,
Um,
because we're in the middle of freaking nowhere.
okay. Okay, so you
In the
guys
middle of the night.
start walking towards it, and the glass covering you can see is kind of cracked, but also covered in dust. The makeup of this unit seems to be somewhat still intact, though.
I'm gonna do what every nosy person does, and I'm gonna go up to the glass and I'm gonna try and like dust it off so I can see inside.
Inside, you see 3 humanoid-looking beings. Kind of looks like they are emaciated but have very loose skin. And they're all just lifeless with very bizarre looking faces. Doesn't look like mutated creatures. Looks like what you would assume aliens to look like.
And they look dead, you said?
They are lifeless. There is no movement, nothing to them at all.
I'll move up beside her and wipe my own little patch out. Okay, you said there's 3 of them?
There are 3
all
bodies, yeah.
Gotcha. Are they all like strapped in their seats?
Yes.
Is there any more seats that are empty?
There is one more seat that is empty. However, it doesn't look like it was in use. There's no, like, the belt or straps or whatever you want to call it weren't cut or anything. It was just, didn't look like it was being used at all.
Okay.
And you said it's cracked?
The glass is cracked, but not to a point of like you're going to be able to get in easily. It's just, it's very strong glass, but this was a very big impact, it looks like. Also, Robin, are you taking part in this at all?
Yeah, I'm with them. I'm having computer issues at the moment that I'm working on.
Okay.
I don't know if this will work, but it's worth a shot, literally.
You're going to shoot the glass?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot where it's cracked with... I think I still have my armor-piercing rounds loaded.
Okay. So don't bother rolling an attack, just roll damage.
Hold on, I need... There we go, thank you. That is 11.
11?
Damage.
As you shoot, your bullet goes through. Your bullet goes through the glass, and you hear it like ting 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 around the inside a little bit, and you see it penetrate some of their flesh as well, or what was remaining of their flesh. However, the glass is still intact.
Are they all dry? And it's just kind of like a...
Kind of.
That did not work how I was hoping it would.
I'll grab my cricket bat and take a swing at where she shot it. See if I can bash it in a little. I'll use the booming blade. You just want damage?
Yep.
I shoot at the glass right in front of me and miss.
I mean, you didn't miss the glass. It went through the glass.
I did 11 damage as well. Hang on. And if it moves, it'll take another 3d8.
Oh, okay. If it moves, got it. Did you forget what Booming Blade did?
It's thunder damage, if that makes any difference.
The damage you did was thunder damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let that do more damage then. Yeah, the glass shatters. I mean, if you
It moves.
if you had used shatter, it would. Oh, it does move, so it breaks even more.
I didn't wear my safety glasses, so am I okay?
All of your eyes, yeah, you can't see anymore. You're blinded.
I assume that, like, as it shatters, you don't look at it. You, like, turn away.
He goes like this, like putting on, like he's rinsing out his eyes.
The bat goes through the window, and I lean forward, and it shocks me, so I'm all wide-eyed. Anyway, this is getting out of hand.
Okay, so, yeah, you are in the saucer.
Alright, I'm gonna rummage around, I guess.
How much room in this little cockpit?
Your pauses are in the wrong spaces, sir.
There must be like a leg thing, or I don't know.
Oh.
Pause.
The worst. Sorry. Still ain't broken, and I gotta fix that.
I'm not broken.
Come on, let's be
Just a little
honest.
bent.
Let's
The player may be broken. The character is not as broken.
is also broken, just a little less so.
I feel like that
Yeah, I
should have
said not
been
as
the other way.
I don't know. She's the one who said it, man. Okay, so
I meant, like, physically broken.
I meant emotionally.
Oh,
Roll,
that's about even.
roll an investigation check. For size, you'd probably be looking at about the size of the room I'm in.
18.
I don't know. 20 by 20.
27.
Wowie.
I think this room's like 20 by 20, maybe 15 by 15. I don't know. I'd have to actually measure it. I'm not going to do that, so. 27 to investigate, and a 15, you said?
17 for me.
17.
No, sorry, 18 for
I
me.
thought you said 18.
Yeah,
Okay,
18.
so you guys are investigating what exactly?
Well, I don't know. You just asked me to investigate.
No,
I
well,
am
she
looking
said she was
for-
rummaging around. I assumed you'd be doing the same thing, so I'd just like to know
I
what
was
you're actually
looking
looking
for
for.
items of interest, like things that aren't like bolted down kind of thing.
Oh. What I do.
Logbooks, stuff like that. Not that I can probably read the logbooks, but you know what? It's worth a shot.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for Dash to tell me what he's doing.
How long has it been since our fight?
6 hours.
I'm out of charges then.
Okay. Okay. So, after investigating around, you find a couple of things. You find some cryptic documents, holographic logs, and that's it.
All right, here, give me a second. I'll get casting comprehend languages as a ritual here.
What are the control panels?
Back, I think stuff is working now.
Yay!
There you
are. What do the control panels look like? Not something you've seen before. There is a switch that is currently turned on, which you would assume is the light. But everything else is kind of powered down. There's like control handles and like different buttons and glass tubes and things like that.
I'm gonna cut the lights off then.
You flip the switch and the light stops spinning.
What was the light?
Well, at least we know it's still got power.
I'm curious how it still has power.
Solar power.
Would Gadget be able to interface with this thing at all?
WWGD.
Probably would take him a while.
Do?
It would probably take him a while, but yes, he could probably do it.
This is probably a moot point, considering the bullets went through parts of their body. But I would like to make sure I don't, like, notice any actual, like, signs of life, like breathing or heartbeats and things like that.
You want to roll?
Just in case.
You want to roll an investigation check?
Yes. Um. 19.
19. So, as you begin investigating these bodies to make sure that they're actually dead, something stands out to you. While your original look was telling you that they were slightly emaciated, but their skin wasn't like stuck to their muscles or like muscle fibers, a secondary and up close look reveals that these are masks that they have on.
What Scooby-Doo?
Under the mask, you find 3 humans.
That can't be right. I try to pull that face off.
It starts tearing, but all that it is muscle.
Where did these people come from? Well, do I recognize the technology at all? This must be like old.
You don't recognize the technology at all. You also don't recognize the people. However, as you were casting your language, comprehend languages, you take a look at the documents after seeing that these are people. You take a look at the documents that Elaine has, and it's in a Terran language, as in like it's a earthly language. It's written in.
Oh. Like a common language, or just I recognize the alphabet or whatever?
What languages do you speak?
I think just common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Okay, so yeah.
Orcish, rather.
Yeah, so you don't recognize the words, but yeah, you recognize it as a language that was written on Earth before.
Yeah. So what's it say after I finish casting? Can I have a look there, love?
Yeah.
I start thumbing through the pages.
So, one of the documents talks about the origin of the disguises. They reveal that the human survivors had stumbled upon an ancient cache of advanced technology, including the elaborate masks. These masks were designed as a form of protection against a faction known as the Veiled Enigma, a mysterious group that sought control over the remaining resources in the region. The masks not only concealed the wearers' identities, but also granted them access to hidden safe zones and technologies.
Is there any maps of where these zones are?
You're gonna keep reading?
Yep.
So you find another one, which is a holographic log that depicts the chaos that ensued during the apocalyptic event. You see like different locations that just bombs going off, and seeing people scatter as the mushroom clouds come towards them, and then they just get vaporized out of existence. However, it goes on to detail that the survivors discovered that the Veiled Enigma had some hand in this as well. Then you find another one that speaks of the Luminous Refuge. The coordinates of the Luminous Refuge are encrypted within the documents. The survivors believed that this sanctuary held the key to reversing the effects of the apocalyptic event and restoring some semblance of civilization. However, they warn of treacherous landscapes, mutated creatures, and rival factions that guard the path to this hidden haven. Find another one that talks about the Veiled Enigma's agenda. Hints at the Veiled Enigma's sinister agenda, suggesting that they seek to not only control the resources, but also the remnants of advanced technology scattered throughout the post-apocalyptic landscape. The survivors feared that the Veiled Enigma might use this technology to amplify the devastation or consolidate power for unknown purposes. Additionally, you find something known as the Cryogenic Preservation Project. So buried within the holographic logs is information about a cryogenic preservation project initiated by a group of scientists among the survivors. You also find a location listed here, which reveals that you've already been to this location.
The Ark?
Indeed.
So these people are from the Ark we found?
Well, they at least knew about it. The Ark seems like it was from alien sources. So it must have been here quite a long time before us.
Do these excuse me, do these people have any identification on them?
Like, what kind of identification are you looking for?
I remember when we were in the Ark, the AI had mentioned that only one person was left that had clearance for like redacted information and stuff like that. I was trying to see if I recognized any of the names, so I was trying to find something that had like their name on.
Roll another investigation check.
$16.
Anybody else? Okay. Looking over
With that?
What was that?
I rolled an 8. I have an 8, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I help her and give her advantage on that?
Sure. How are you helping her?
Well, I'm the one with the documents and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what exactly was she investigating?
Try to find IDs on the body.
IDs.
Oh, gotcha.
Something that would list their names.
Yeah, no like passenger manifests in these documents or anything like that.
Nope.
I'll look through the things for clues, maybe help out.
Okay. Roll again.
Natural 20.
Oh, right on.
There you go. Okay,
So
so
28.
you search over the entire body of these humans. You're checking their pockets, checking like the inside of their clothing, stuff like that, and you can't find anything anywhere. However, as you are like lifting up their arms, seeing maybe if they have something under or whatever, you notice that there's a strange scar on their wrist. And because they are emaciated, the skin is pulling tight, and you see a strange, tiny, tiny little square under the skin on their wrist.
Some kind of chip.
I'm gonna take my knife out and like.
Ew.
Try and, like, I know. And
As you do this, you do find a chip under the skin of this person. What do you do with it?
I am. I don't know what Gadget's tablet could do. I'm gonna like stick it in my pocket. I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't think I've ever done anything like this. So I don't know what I would do.
Turn on my phone, try the near field communication thing, see if anything comes up, or Bluetooth.
Any ideas, Robin?
Nope.
Are you paying attention at all?
Nope. Still having issues.
Okay.
I found a chip in someone's arm. What do I do with it?
Does it look like there's a way you can interface it into the tablet?
It was under their skin. I don't think there's like a little aux cord or nothing that you just plug into it.
But the thing is, every chip needs to be programmed somehow, so there's got to be a way the information was put into it.
Yeah, Gadget should, because he basically built one for me to get into the Necromancer facility, correct? So
It wasn't a chip to put in your skin, but yes.
Something similar that...
Does it look like there's anything on the consoles or like in here?
Well, I will remind you that this was in their skin, so at no point...
No, like a scanning thing.
I know, at no point would they have to insert it into anything. So, are you just gonna like rub it all around the console?
I'll like hold it in my hand and like run it over stuff, I guess. I don't know.
All right, as you rub it over stuff, image pops up
Scan.
from like a holographic display on the console, and it pops up, and it's hard to tell, but the image that pops up looks similar to the guy that you just took this out of the arm of, and it says, "Welcome, Jay Cook. Please start the engine."
Is they actually going to turn over?
I mean, it's in the ground. It's going to be hard to fly around, but it's telling you what the person's name is.
I'm gonna same thing with. Well, I mean, I won't like. I'm not gonna. Like,
Sorry, can you try that again? You went chipmunk.
Yeah, he just said we're going to chipmunk.
Maybe not like rip them out of the arms again, but like try and do the same thing with another one of their wrists. I don't know if I would be able to like get them close enough to it. Just like kind of grabbing their body.
So you're just trying to take their arm close to where you got the scanner to trigger?
Yes.
Okay.
Roughly how big is this entire ship?
The entire ship is quite large because it has to have the propulsion, but the actual like area you're in is, like I said, about the size of this room. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
One other thing that appears when you're when his like information's popping up on there, so you see his name and then under it is ECA, and then it kind of like height, date of birth, blah blah blah.
What was the first guy's name again, real quick? I'm sorry.
Jay Cook.
Jay Cook?
Yeah, GAYCOOKE.
GAY?
JAY.
Oh, I thought you said GAY.
I might have said GAY.
Gay Cook.
Gay Cook.
And he's a...
Or, I mean, just Gay Cook, not
The, like, ranking thing was a 5?
It
like
said, no, it just said ECA. It didn't rank him, it just said ECA.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it to trigger with a different person.
Okay. You get another one over there. And then you scan the wrist. Same thing. An image pops up that looks a lot like him. And then it says, "Welcome, Skylar Powell. Please start the engine." And again, it pops up ECA and then gives his stats.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do it to all 3 of them. Try and figure out identities.
Does it show like a picture of like their face for some kind of identification, or?
Yeah, it's like it shows their face, or like their whole body. It's like a whole 3D image of them.
Oh, it's like a 3D
hologram. Yeah.
I pay very close attention to what they look like.
Okay. And then the last one, it pops up and says it's a female this time. And it pops up saying, "Welcome, Jody Carter. Please start the engine."
And that one also says ECA?
Yes.
Okay. How do I start the engine again?
Yeah, what's this console look like?
There's buttons, there's levers, there's tubes, there's switches.
Is this like a computer use role?
I'd say more science's role.
I was hoping that maybe the like welcome thing wasn't just like an auto thing. It was like, how do I do that again?
Yeah, it's not going to tell you how to steal the item.
That was my way of testing for AI, okay?
Sure.
Is there like an obvious captain's chair, or?
Yeah, Jay Cook was the one sitting in the front.
All right, I'll go up to like his kind of area console.
Are you gonna say speak with Dead?
I don't have it.
Oh, too bad. Need Veda to get Elwyn back.
What do I have?
Robin, you're big on necromancy. Is that a thing you can do?
Is there anything magical about this ship?
Nope.
Oh.
It is not.
Oh.
Sad face.
I can turn them into undead.
Oh, perfect. That's what you need.
I don't think that is going to benefit us at the moment. But noted, I suppose.
Can we roll a sciences without being specifically trained?
I mean, I guess so. None of you are specifically, like, even Gadget isn't specifically trained on alien technology.
I rolled a 19.
You can
I rolled a 5.
start pushing buttons and stuff.
Uh,
The light turns back
I
on
rolled a
the ship.
28.
You hear
I got
like a
natural
weird,
20.
a
For
weird,
sciences?
Yes.
Ooh.
a weird pulsating noise that happens when you start pushing buttons. The whole ship starts like shaking at a certain point. But yeah, you don't know how to work this per se, but it's like through trial and error, you probably could get it to start the engine, but that's not going to do much for you.
If I move the, like... It's like a joystick control, you said? Like,
Kinda,
in like
yeah.
an airplane cockpit?
Yeah.
Sort of thing? If I, like, shift that at all, does that whirring noise rev?
Sure. You move it forward, and it pushes you deeper into the dirt.
I was gonna,
Also,
like,
also
push it
keep
to
in
the
mind,
side.
you no longer have a glass covering.
Yeah,
It'd
of
be a
course.
little windy.
Bugs hitting your face. A bird.
Just do your sphere thing.
I swallowed a swallow.
I don't really know what else we can.
I
Do-
am trained in both land and air vehicles.
Does that count for alien air vehicles?
Think it should. All ground vehicles and aircraft. Cool. So with my vehicles proficiency, would I be able to figure out like at least something about this control panel?
Like I said, you can try, but you're not getting anywhere. It's buried in the dirt.
Yeah, that's all right. Good enough. All right. How about a power source?
I already told you it's solar power.
Oh,
Oh, you were serious.
Oh, I didn't realize I was lying about that.
I thought it was like a haha funny.
I didn't think it was that funny. Seemed legit.
I thought it was clever. I mean, yes, it could be legit, but I thought you were being clever.
we got any rope or chain?
I think I have some rope.
Is that a new tattoo being started on your other arm?
What's that?
I was asking, like, that, whatever. On her right arm, there's a triangle there.
Oh, it's the Capricorn zodiac constellation.
Gotcha.
I'm working on another tattoo.
All right.
Is that new? That's what I was asking.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't remember seeing that before.
I'll climb out of the bubble we broke. We burst their bubble. Anyway, and then I'll look for any kind of like hook points that we can tie this rope to.
it's very rounded.
Yeah.
Like it's designed specifically to be round, right? Like it's a flying saucer.
Now, does the primary entrance point look like it was like the glass bubble?
Yes.
I will say that like fighter jets are designed for aerodynamics, but they also have like tie down.
Are fighter jets designed by aliens?
They were human.
To hear me out, there are tie down points all over the aircraft.
That's fine.
And they
is it an alien spaceship?
I'm saying it's a possibility that they would also have something to tie down their spaceships.
Yes, anti-gravity. Actually, no, gravity. Then anti-gravity is what they would use, I guess.
Saying, what if it's a really stormy, windy day
in space,
and they're on a alien spaceship that looks like an aircraft carrier in space, where their spaceships are docked on the outside of it, and they go through a space storm.
Okay.
They've got to tie down their spaceships.
Yep, sounds about right. You know what? You're right. There's nothing on the outside.
Tie down point has broken off.
Yeah, it's broken. It's part of the scrap that was on the ground.
Every single tie down point broke off in the crash. All right. How about storage compartments or any kind of locker?
Well, that's kind of where she would have got most of her stuff from, like the different holographic stuff and the documents and things.
Does it look like there's anything else to find or salvage from this thing?
I kind of went through this place. I kind of combed it, I think.
Yeah, no, nothing else.
They had no other possessions on them when I was looking for IDs either, correct?
Nope. You were looking all over and just the one thing in their wrist.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's these holographic entries, like something or other.
What do you mean?
You said that there was documents and holographic documents or something.
Yeah, so some of the things I listed.
Documents are the ones that like showed you.
Yeah, the ones that I listed, I believe I said which ones were which. If not, I apologize. So the holographic log, one of them was the apocalyptic event, so it showed you what was going on.
Gotcha.
The coordinates were also another holographic log for the luminous refuge. And then the Veiled Enigma's agenda, that was documents. The cryogenic preservation project was in holographic logs. So it was just a mix of things.
Gotcha. And there was no map for these safe zones or the opposing faction?
The opposing faction, definitely not. The safe zones, they kind of mentioned them. It wasn't really, we have the locations. It was when we get to those locations, this thing that we're flying around and the masks and stuff that we're wearing, that will get us into those spots.
I see.
So take the map.
Yeah.
All right. You leave the 3 naked men in this spacecraft. Oh yeah, three naked humans.
I mean, it's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that you?
I don't mean to like assume their gender. They're just very female presenting.
You'd probably want to take their outfit as well, just so that like ties the whole thing together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, good.
I guess let's get back on the road.
Yeah.
Did you take
Their chips?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Oh, yeah, I guess since we know the Ark, maybe they have like a higher clearance for something if we need it. Be a good idea.
Could always just get Robin to break into more doors.
That still doesn't get us redacted information.
No.
And also, I don't know if you recall, there was a basement.
Oh, I
I knew
forgot
that.
about that.
And
I mean,
it
Lila knew.
it also told you that the person who was alive was in the basement.
Oh, that's right.
I just assumed they were the last, like, highest, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they said their office was in the basement. I didn't... I don't remember if it specifically said they are currently in the basement. But it was like, where can we find their office?
In the
And
basement.
then we got distracted by alien technology and left.
Yep.
Because Robin was like, I found aliens.
And then we're like, woo! And we...
It was more of a like, what?
Don't blame Robin now.
I'm blaming Robin. Sorry, Robin.
I'm still here.
That's
I do
why
not
I
put up with this.
apologized.
Alright. So how far are we out from the necromancers?
Currently, about 4 more hours.
Is Molly still asleep?
Sleeping? Yes, she's still healing.
Okay, when we get to the necromancers, how far are we from ecstasy and how far are we from misery?
You're
Because
closer.
they're opposite directions, eh?
You're pretty much right in the middle.
Yeah.
But yes, it is two opposite.
It's like a day and a half to either, right?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Anyway, we can rip off those solar panels.
Off the
Ship before
Ship?
we get on our way.
it's not solar panels.
It's probably something solar built into the actual metal.
Gotcha. So it'll have like batteries or some kind of storage cell, power cell to
Yeah.
get out. Like, can we start gutting this ship and like get some technology out of it?
Sure. Roll me an engineering check.
Natural 20, that one for 27.
What's that from?
What's that?
What's that from?
My archetype.
Okay.
It is a, what am I? Oh jeez. Here, let me bring
I
this
don't
up.
remember what you are.
A banner head?
A wizard?
It's like the only thing I get from my archetype is that I can natural 20 one intelligence check. Yeah, it's called the PhD. You can set your D20 roll to 20 when you really need to roll a success. When you use this ability, you can't use it again until you finish the long rest. Yeah, one intelligent skill of my choice.
Impressive.
It was engineering.
Okay. Yeah, Gadget has that same ability. Is that why you were thinking were the same archetype?
Yeah, but his comes from
His
class,
comes
I
from
think.
Techie.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start stripping down this thing. Are you just trying to get like batteries and stuff, or what are you wanting?
The power cells and any solar panel that I can conjure. It's a solar panel. Salvage what I can.
I don't think you'll be able to get any solar panels just to the way it's built. But you can get all the batteries and power cells out of it, which
Gotcha.
that gets you. Go ahead.
What kind of is this? Look like some kind of special alloy the ship is made of?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's all one piece.
Oh, neat. Is there a chunk of it
Yeah, there's
broken off?
chunks around.
I'm gonna grab a chunk of it and bring it with us.
Okay.
I feel
So
like Dash is gonna turn into people from New Mexico. Like, this is from a spaceship.
Oh, good deal for you. No, hang on. All
stop,
right, wait.
Stop.
How much you'll give me for it?
Anyway, power cells.
Yeah. Let me pull up Ultramarine 5 for a second. Just so I can see what the different power cell options are. Gear, I think. Maybe. Is it ammunition? Battery cells.
Did there look like any kind of weapon?
No.
On this ship?
Nothing on the people either.
All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Nowhere does it tell me what the battery cells are actually used for.
If it helps,
Oh, is it in the...
I have a cell B battery in my possession.
What's it used for?
I don't remember what that does, but I know I have.
So that doesn't help me now, does it? I know you have one, but I don't know what it does.
I was hoping that would narrow it down. I didn't think I'd have a battery that was in a alien spaceship.
Well, there's battery cell B, battery cell M, and battery cell H. All of them are half a pound.
Like that car that runs on double A's.
Yeah, exactly. Battery. H is for military vehicles. I'd say H is probably what we're looking for then.
Okay. How heavy is that one?
It's still half a pound.
Really?
Yep.
And how many of them are there?
I'm gonna give you 4 of them.
Okay.
Oh, here they are. Battery cell. B is basic, M is medium, and H is high. Why, sorry, this is stupid. Why does it weigh more as an ammunition than it does as a gear? Okay, so yeah, you're gonna get some H batteries. Is that what I said before?
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna get 4 H batteries. Yeah. In the battery description, it says that the H batteries weigh 2 pounds each. But in the table, it says half a pound.
Gotcha. And no kind of panels?
You got the stuff that you found, like the chunks of metal and stuff. So yeah, the H stands for high. These cells are large, powerful, and usually reserved for huge weapons and massive energy equipment. So yeah, each one weighs 2 pounds, but you can get 4 of them. Sound like a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool. All right, yeah, load that all up. Keep on going.
Sweet. And you're going to the Necromancers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you drive for another 4 hours, and you show up at the Necromancer facility.
I'll get Molly out of the car, I guess. Still sound asleep?
Yeah.
Do we knock, or is there someone?
I'm just gonna walk in.
This is her house.
Anyone greet us at the door?
How late is it?
You're looking at probably like 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
When we get into the main room, does it look like anybody is up and doing things yet?
The robots.
Other than the robot.
And no, nobody's
Oh, since
up.
we have the things now, the floaty guys talk, right?
Yes.
Mm.
I don't know what's going on.
It's a little built-in alarm system. Can I go send one to, like, I don't know, wake up their boss? Like, whoever's, like...
They can't access Byron.
Next down, I guess, second in command.
Akira?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you asking them? They see you come in, it's like, welcome back to the facility. May we be of service?
I know it's 8, but can you get Akira for us?
Certainly. And it starts floating away.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad.
Well, we don't got much of an option here. Like, we're not gonna wait in the truck till morning.
She just doesn't like me. Very much.
I'm sure she likes not having the world fall to the shadowy corruption more than her dislike of you.
I don't think she's concerned with it, to be honest. You gotta figure we know a lot more about this than the average person.
Well, there's someone here that might know a fair bit more.
I said the average person. I don't think they qualify.
Well, I'd offer to cast friends, but I don't think I have that one.
All you need is a bit of makeup for that one.
What's that?
All you need is a bit of makeup for that one. Pretty sure that's the component, is a bit of makeup.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just powder your nose.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I tried putting you in another map, but it's still loading for me.
Hey, Dash, about Talia. I had a weird hunch very early on, but I think I might have just confirmed myself right.
About what?
I think she's a gâché.
What do you mean a gâché? Like, her rich father
I think so.
is her Herman or
Harrison.
Harrison. Is Harrison himself?
I think so. When we first met, out of curiosity, I had asked her what her last name was, and she was weird about even wanting to give it to me.
Bloody hell.
And I mean, she seemed sincere. But when she gave Molly the necklace, there's initials on it. TG.
All right. We're not like to hell with any deal that we've made. We are not having anything to do with her anymore. Anything.
I still think keep your enemies close is a good idea. Until we know.
Not when they want to do the exact same thing they did to my home again.
I'm not saying let them do that to your home. I'm saying if they're closer to us than further away, there's a chance for us to know more. To stop it. Like we're our own personal spies. It also would get you closer to Richter. I know it's stupid. If we can get something out of them and get more of an upper hand on them, without them realizing.
That's going to be extremely difficult to do to Talia.
Not with Richter. Every time Gadget goes there, Richter still doesn't know who he's associated with other than Talia. He's careful, but not nearly as careful as he should be. That's how Gadget got that info.
Why am I not surprised that it's you?
Morning.
Not really.
Technically.
What do you want? And why'd you send a robot to wake me up? You know they have claws, right?
I didn't know how he was gonna wake you up. I also don't know where you sleep.
You couldn't have just gone and slept yourself and then, you know, come and got me in the morning?
I've done a little too much in the last, 12 hours to want to be sleeping right now. Sorry.
Great.
We're all in pretty rough shape, and we've got Molly.
She doesn't know who that is.
Who's
Dash.
Molly, and why does that matter to me?
Oh, that's Byron's niece.
Our niece.
Okay.
And the robots can't just go directly and wake him up. So, you're the next best option.
We need a place just to crash for the night.
You could have crashed here
If you can take
and
me to
woken
him,
me up
I
in
can
the
log on and
morning.
make that call.
Okay.
You're like horribly muffled. I didn't catch any of that.
Who's horribly muffled, me or her?
You there?
I said you could have woken me, crashed here and woken me up in the morning.
You didn't even let us inside last time.
You just walk in. As long as the robots see you as a friend, you're fine.
I thought
They
you
don't try
checked
and murder
before.
you. No. Gadget tried to keep us at the door the first time we were here.
Gadget was trying to stop you so that he could warn Akira
last
that...
time we were here, you guys hung out in the break room.
Oh. I thought that's where you waited.
No, she
I was
waited
in
in the
a
meeting
conference
room.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright, whatever. Let's go.
Thank you.
I'm already awake. She starts walking away from the party, I assume, or is the party following? What's happening?
I will follow.
We're all coming, yeah.
Okay. Then she walks you up the hall, past the meeting room and up the stairs. She guards a keypad with her body and starts punching in a code.
Can I still try and like...
Sure.
Look, I'm not saying it'll work, but it's always worth a shot. Oh, is it perception?
Yeah, perception versus her sleight of hand.
26.
20.
Ooh.
Okay, you see the code.
Thanks, plus 10.
I'm not coming up with a code. You see the code.
Okay, got it. I've got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm actually back now.
Welcome back. What was wrong?
I've given up on my computer. After this game, everything is being deleted on it.
Sweet.
Right on.
Gotta stop watching all those Japanese websites. Anyway. So, as she enters in the code, you see the door opens, and for a split second you can see through the door into another room, but instead of that, the entire doorway forms a portal.
Neato.
Go ahead. As soon as you go through here, I'm going back to bed, so hurry up.
I'm going through.
And
I
you're
will
in
also
hell.
go through.
Welcome.
Gotcha.
You put in the wrong code.
No one wakes me up early.
You're in the realm. You're in the plane of pandemonium. Okay. So you go into the room, and in the room in front of you, you see a lovely mahogany desk with a nice, beautiful chair behind it. And then in front of the desk are two other chairs. On the side of the room, there's kind of I don't know what they call it, but like those tables where they have like different things displaying what the factions are and stuff. And then there's like different troops that they can move around with a stick and stuff.
Table.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It's like from old war movie things.
My brain went to Game of Thrones, but yeah.
Could be. I don't know. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
They have like maps and they have little like statues for all of the different.
Yeah, basically that.
Okay.
Anyway, and then in the far left corner of the room, there's another door. Oh, and additionally, this is new. There's a cage on the floor and there's a little rabbit hopping around in it. Well, no, not hopping around, it's sleeping, but still.
But I recognize it.
Yeah.
It's
a different rabbit. Yours died.
Yeah, yours died. They had to get a new one.
I am gonna I guess I'm gonna just quietly open the door and go that way.
That's you opening the door.
Just Super creepy.
You see kind of a divider in the room, and on one side of the room there's like you can see the foot of it is kind of a small bed, and then in the center of the room there is like a California, or let's even go one step above that, Alaskan king size bed.
Ooh.
Massive.
Alaskan king is basically two kings put together.
Holy.
Yeah, they're.
Alaskan king is 9 feet by 9 feet.
He must really roll around a lot in his sleep.
You're in here with her?
Are you not?
So yeah, you can see one body in that bed, and then you can kind of see just the end of the other bed because it's split off by the divider.
Okay. Oh, I probably should have said this. I'm gonna hand Molly off gently to
I go.
Dash. I'm gonna scare the shit out of him. Like, not on purpose, but I know it's gonna happen. No, my gun is silent. I could do that and no noise is made.
I mean, it would make noise from it hitting the walls.
Yeah, but like, it wouldn't make gunshot noises.
Oh,
Right.
Wouldn't that be
Ting,
a
ting, ting,
twist?
ting.
You walk in here and assassinate your husband and kid.
It was just a bad ricochet, I swear.
We find out that Elaine actually was the one who was possessed by Elson.
Well, there goes that campaign.
That's the alt ending. That's the secret alt ending. We haven't unlocked that yet.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go sit on the edge of the bed.
Which bed?
Where he's laying.
Okay.
Where Byron is. And I'm just gonna kind of like gently shake him awake. Byron.
You see 3 other women sit up in his bed.
What?
He's got an Alaskan king. Gotta make good use of it. You're just trying to wake him up. Correct?
Yes.
So as you do so, he gently starts to jostle, twist and turn.
Byron.
He kind of sits up for a second. It's like, am I dreaming again? Sec. He kind of like flicks himself or pinches himself or whatever he does.
Wouldn't he also see me and Dash standing in the background?
He's not really
No,
paying
you guys
attention
are
to you
in the,
guys.
We probably just
Oh, right,
I
room.
assumed you guys were in the office. Still.
Nope, that's not it.
Not peeking.
You're not dreaming.
What are you doing here? I thought
I know.
Gadget came back in to stop this from happening. What are you doing here?
Oh, whatever Gadget came back in for, I don't remember him ever doing it. And we've been driving all night.
What's going on?
Near the portal.
Are you sick?
I feel okay. But he got away. Elsa.
Of course he did. That's not a comment on you. That's just, it's him.
But he left something very important behind. And until we find him, going home isn't an option for her.
What are we talking about? Or who? I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. Is this information I should have known?
He had our niece, Molly.
Oh. She's still alive. That's wonderful. That's great.
He ran and just left her behind. I don't know anything about what he's done, but home's gonna be the first place he looks for her once he realizes she's not there anymore.
That's fair.
And
Where
else to go.
was her home?
What was that?
Where was her home? Like what?
They were staying in Misery
Isn't that
after we found them.
that means Misery might not be there anymore? You realize that, right?
What are you talking about?
Well, if that's where he got her from, and that's the first place he would check, if he's searching for her, he would flatten it in order to find her.
You'll hear this.
Roll a perception check.
Ah, damn it. 14.
No. If I'm not to say
21. Do I hear it?
Sure. I'm not saying that that did happen, but if I am looking for something and I can't find it, I tear apart my entire office until I do, and you've seen this happen. And
Now I know where you get it from.
in a very different sense of the matter, he would destroy the entire place in order to try and find the person he's looking for. I'm hoping that this hasn't happened, but just based on the fact that I know what I would do, I know what he would do. Maybe you have enough time, because did you guys take out an army of his? Like, what did you do with him?
He had these guards. These women. They all looked identical.
I
Robin's-
have a feeling I know who they are.
Robin said they looked like your mother.
That does not surprise me. He never quite learned how to let go. Yet another reason why I'd be fearful. That might buy you a little bit of time, but if there's anybody you know in Misery that you want out of there, I don't get me wrong, this meeting, I have dreamed of this moment for many, many years, but
It's just how I pictured it.
your friends might be dying.
You can send messages, right?
Yes.
Tell Alaria. Element. They're in misery.
Try to think. Yeah, he does know them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she knew him when he was younger.
Okay.
But she said she didn't need an image to send him a message.
Okay. All right. Yes, I'll get right on that.
It's gonna take me at least a day to get there from here, if they can get a heads up.
I understand. I'll give them a heads up as best as I can. But you guys need to get
know as much of what's going on as we do. Well, we rescued both of them.
Of course you did. The hero in you can never give up on that, you know? Whenever you're ready to stop being a hero, we're here for you, but we'll cross that bridge when Elsin breathes no more. All right. Let me wake up, and I will come and grab Molly, and we'll see what we can do about you guys helping out Misery there.
Okay.
And if you'd like, we can wake her up, but this is way past her bedtime.
It's way past all our bedtimes. Akira was not happy that I woke up.
That's understandable. It's... Jeez, okay, yeah, she's not gonna be happy in the morning. You say you've been driving all night. Are you even going to be able to help Misery, or do you need to spend the night?
We left straight from that fight.
Yeah, what's everybody's hit
Honestly,
points at?
14.
Full.
14?
69.
Yeah, nice.
I don't even have a scratch on me.
How's that possible?
You
had a
never targeted me
right
in the fight.
I think I did. I feel like that's
The
a lie.
entire fight, I never got hit.
I
Oh,
think
and
you-
you weren't in the radius for that other thing, huh?
Yeah, I was out on the edge.
There's no way you weren't in the radius for that one attack.
No,
Oh, you still would've survived it.
I did the ice thing, so I was encased in ice.
Right.
And
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
because
how. So I took a
was
lot
like
of damage, but
it was a 1 mile radius, because I'm like, there's no way you weren't in that.
Oh, I didn't know what the radius was.
I avoided that damage, and it's the only thing that hit me.
Okay. If that's the
Honestly,
case,
we're exhausted.
okay. You lay down. I'm gonna go get Molly, and I'm gonna see what's going on here. And he pulls over the covers for you and says, "I'll be right back. Just lay down." And then he walks out to see Dash and Robin probably standing right outside the door, maybe even trying to listen in.
I'm gonna say that before he came out, I'm telling to Dash, now, don't panic.
Why?
I heard them say that Misery might be in a lot of danger.
Mm-hmm.
That Elsin
Oh my god.
might be tearing the place apart looking for Molly.
Dash. calmly puts Molly down on a chair and starts walking back to the truck.
Wait, we all have to go together, Dash.
Oh, you better hurry up. I'm leaving right now. Where's Byron? Is he still in the
Byron.
room?
I mean, it depends on when you told him this.
Let's assume this is when he walks out. Convenient timing.
Perfect. Byron walks out and sees you two, and now with a panicked look on your face.
Oh, Byron, can you write your name in this book here? It'll let me
For what?
It'll let me cast sending to you at any time if we need to contact you, but we're gonna have to go.
You,
Byron, get a message to Ilaria, Elemen, and Thea. Tell them that
I'm already doing that.
All right, give us anything you can. Any people, any fighters, anything you got.
Okay. You all just came from a fight where you almost all died. If you rush off to misery now, you definitely will die.
Well, Thea and them could be already in trouble, so we're going. Now, are you going to help us right now or not?
I can help you, but your better bet is to rest so that you can actually be helpful when you get there.
Well, if it's too late, then it's not worth it anyway. I'm going.
It's going to take you a day and a half to drive.
All right, can you get us there in a teleport?
Do
you have a quicker way?
I can teleport you. However,
Right now.
again, all you're going to do is get yourself killed as well.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and just hope that my mum and Thea aren't going to die.
Fine.
Can I hear all of this?
Probably.
I don't think we'd be talking quiet.
No, Dash wouldn't be like, you know.
Yeah, she's
This
right.
could even be a raised voice situation, so...
Yelling whisper.
If he can let them know, they can get everyone out. You can rebuild a home, but you can't rebuild family. Everyone there is loyal to you, aren't they?
That's why I gotta go.
Loyal to you means that even when you're not there, they're gonna do what's best for you and what you need of them.
This isn't up for discussion. I'm going.
I don't want to see you get yourself killed.
Well, then you can
I
wait here
know-
if you need.
I know what we said before that fight, but I don't want to see that happen. We're all exhausted. How much assistance do you think you're gonna be to them? Like this.
Byron, can you do anything for me?
I can get you there in 8 hours. I'm saying, rest now. I will teleport you there in the morning. Either way, if you were driving, which you were planning on doing before I came out here, you would have been there in a day and a half. Take 8 hours, rest up, regain your health, and I can get you there tomorrow.
It's late. Elson's probably not even thinking of that right now.
Elsa needs to recoup. I guarantee you. He's not going to go in by himself. He needs an army. It's going to take him more than a day to get that prepared.
Alright. What you got for an army?
I have robots. That's it.
What?
I have
Yes,
robots.
robots. I'm not entirely certain your mic is picking you up right now, or if it's something else.
Let me check. I know my mic is picking me up on Streamlabs, so that's good. Put device. That one. Put device. That one.
You're more clear there.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah, it was set to default. I thought that was this mic, but I guess not. Anyway, I have robots. That's it.
Okay. When we were fighting those corrupted creatures, they seem to be vulnerable to... Do I know what radiant damage is?
I don't know. Light damage?
Yeah.
I hate light.
My robots have lasers.
Is that an equivalent?
I don't know.
Can you send some of them along with us?
I can only transport creatures. I can send them, but it's going to take them a day or so to get there.
Okay. Alright, get a message off immediately then.
Yes, I've already done that.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm not going to be able to sleep, so can... Or can I?
You're going to cast sleep on yourself? I mean, he can do it for you too if you really want.
I'm going to need something.
I can kill you, then bring you back. You want to be a zombie helping your friend?
I'd rather have my full brain.
Well, you can have your full brain and somebody else's.
Ooh.
How many hit points do you have?
14.
Okay, you're asleep.
Just no arms catch, fall on the ground. Face first.
Alright.
Just standing right next to me, I watch you go thump.
Robin, find somewhere to nest. Get what I did there. Molly,
I find a couch.
I'll have to set you up on the couch in our room. And he picks her up gently, brings her to the room, lays her down, covers her up, tucks her in. Then I'm going back to bed.
Good idea.
And then... what do we think? Do we want to keep going, or are we going to call it here?
No, we better call it here.
Okay. All
You don't
right.
want to get to misery?
What's that?
You don't want to get to misery at least until for start of next game?
Hey, you'll be going at the start of the next game anyway.
Or
It's just
Or
teleportation.
be in town is what I'm saying.
I'd say end it here.
I guess we're ending it here. No worries. All right. So, sorry for the shorter game tonight, guys, but we started a little bit later. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed the little bit we did of whatever that game's called, Lethal Company, and then D&D. And then next week, hopefully, we have a bigger crew, and we'll play and break. Have a good night, everybody.